Present, we have 14 councillors here, which determines quorum. So I'm going to determine that quorum is going to be council, and council will fulfill the bodies of the membership. Yes, Mr. Timber.
This worked last time, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to challenge the chair's decision on this. According to the Constitution's Article 4.2, councillors must act in the best interest of the members. And there are a lot of people here, they want to vote, and I think it would be better if we extended not only speaking rights, but voting rights to the people who are here. It's council's decision, but according to 4.2 of the Constitution, I think it's necessary to do.
Okay, we have a challenge to the chair, Mr. Timber. If that's okay with you as the mover, it requires a seconder. So we need a seconder of council. Thank you, Ms. Masterdean. You've spoken to it, unless you have anything further that you would like to add?
All right, what do you guys think? Do you think we should have speaking rights?
Yeah!
So we're moving to a debate. Is there any debate on the motion to challenge the chair that quorum is council? Ms. Moore, go ahead.
Speak up!
Thank you.
So I'm speaking against the motion. Article 4.2 that was stated is the wrong bylaw to use. It asks for councillors to speak in the best interest of their constituents, and so asking constituents to speak in the best interest of councillors is a backwards interpretation of that bylaw.
Best interest of ourselves.
Regardless of what bylaw was used,
Would you speak in favor or against?
in favor of the motion. Regardless of what bylaw was used, I think we should honor the presence of these students that have taken the time out of their day to come out and speak for their rights. And may I add, just as an extra point, that other universities with much larger student bodies have a smaller number for quorum, just as a side note. So I don't understand why our quorum has to be 240, because these students obviously are passionate enough to show up.
I'd like to, hesitantly speak against the motion. I applaud everybody for being here. I thank you for being here. And we certainly want to make sure that all of your voices are heard. However, you've elected a council of representatives to come and speak and vote on your behalf. In order to circumvent that, as per the Constitution, you do need 240 people here. That's the way it's been set up, and so I'm not interested in working against the bylaws we have set up.
Thank you.
So, point of information, is there a way of determining the actual status of students present? Because they have to be full-time undergraduate students, and if there isn't a way of checking this, then we can't even assume that we have, there's 50 or so of them here, but not even all of them can be extended voting rights.
I would move to Mr. Bell to answer that question. Mr. Bell?
Just so everybody can hear me, the concept was that as people were coming in, we determined that we did have a quorum. We would be checking their student cards against their SIS account to ensure they are full-time undergraduate students. However, being nowhere even in the realm of 240 students, this didn't happen. If the council decides that they do want to extend voting rights to all these people, we would be checking that immediately, and only full-time undergraduate students would be allowed to vote.
Thank you, Mr. Tambori. Your next on the speakers list.
I'd like to extend to Mr. Agbar.
Okay, hold on. We have a point of information. Just 1 second. Go ahead, Ms. Orr. Sorry, repeat that for a second. Do they have to be in good standing? Was the question? No. As long as they're members, they answer. Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, so first, bylaw 4.2 does say that councillors are to vote in the best interest of
bylaw or council?
Constitution, part 4.2 says that councillors should vote in the best interest of the students. You were elected, but you were elected by about 25% of the student body. There's 75% of students that maybe didn't vote because they didn't know how, and instead came to the AGM. Whatever the reason, I think we do better to give these fine people speaking rights, check their IDs, check everything. That's fine with me, and I think it's fine with everybody here. And further, bylaws are a guideline, more so than they are rules. So though they are rules, council can waive bylaws and have in the past, from my interpretation. I mean, you can say now that they're rules, but in the past they've been used as guidelines. So I think that it's okay if some of the bylaws say something and you guys decide to set a precedent and change those bylaws.
Mr. Woodridge, your next speaker.
I would like to unshakably speak against this motion. Processes and rules exist for a reason, and while I applaud the direct democratic spirit behind this motion, there are processes by which you should follow. If you'd like to change the number of quorum, you can actually collect signatures on a petition, you can hold a referendum, hope that your fellow students vote in favor of the question that you've asked them, and then alter quorum. This is not the correct way to go about enacting change. This is the least democratic thing that you could be asking us to do, and I will certainly be voting against this motion.
Thank you. Ms. Monk, your next on the speaker's list. You can call the question if you wish to do so. I need a seconder to the motion to call the question. Thank you, Mr. Raza. Requires a 2/3 majority of council. All those in favor of calling the question and moving to a vote? The motion to call the question is to end debate and go into a vote. Well, all those opposed? Are there any abstentions? Noted. The motion carries, so we will move into a vote on the challenge of the chair on the ruling of quorum. This requires 50% plus 1 to pass. All those in favor of overturning the ruling of the chair that quorum is council, all those in favor of overturning that ruling? Are there any opposed? Are there any abstentions? Noted. The motion fails. So council quorum will be that of council today. So I will move on to any further chair's business. I have none today other than to acknowledge the presence of everybody here. We appreciate you all coming out. But I will move on to item 3, which is the approval of the agenda. Are there any changes to be made to the agenda?
I'd like to add Land's Oversight Board and the dental plan to the list of, I guess, members' business, or whichever category it would fall into.
It would be under new business. So you wish to add?
The reason I don't want to add it to new business is because I read in the Constitution that a normal posted motion only requires 50% plus 1, but new business requires a 2/3 majority.
But for it to be a posted motion, it would have to be posted in advance with prior notice to all members.
I sent it in advance and it wasn't posted, so...
Unfortunately, as the chair, I have to put it under new business. If it's not posted on the agenda, and if there is no prior notice given, I have to put it under new business. So what is your new business? Was once more, please?
Land's Oversight Board and dental plan.
Would you like those together or separate?
Separate.
Separate, thank you. Are there any other changes to be made to the agenda? Seeing none, we have an agenda. We'll move on to item 4, which is presentations. Item 5.1, financial update. Yes, Ms. McGarrigle? Yeah, go ahead.
Just in the interest of accessibility for all of these students, I would like to motion to council changes just because we're equipped with a screen there. I know that all 4 executive reports are done on PowerPoint, and I wouldn't want anyone to miss out on the information.
Thank you. We have a motion to move the meeting up to council chamber. It requires a seconder. Mr. Woodridge, are you motioning to second? Thank you. Ms. McGarrigle, would you like to speak to your motion? Okay. Ms. Monk, you're first on the speaker's list. Yes, madam, you have speaking rights. You like to order me.
I would like to know if where you are moving to, we will all be able to fit in there under the fire code, because I don't think 240 people would be allowed in this small